How can I make this about me?
So as far as what I'm seeing, this is a loss of power in fighting from countries that used to get along.
Suffering or scared or don't know if they're...
Oh yes, it's another video. Andy comes to terms with TikTok.
This is Andy in the attic.
So I typed in channeling Ukraine into TikTok. I did the same into YouTube. Well, what can I say? People talking to their spirit guides, to the angels, to various divine entities, to the ancestors, to the universe, to the planet Earth, talking to everybody. Channeling messages for humanity.
Whether it's light that's darker or light that's closer to source, which is brighter.
Hi, loves. I know some of you out there are struggling, some of us internally, some of us around the world. So please just take a moment and accept some beautiful...
This is going to be our moment to finally take our planet back. With this war is going to spark the hugest awakening to ever happen to humanity.
There's not a big difference with Ukraine and Russia going to war, and honestly, everything else that's been going on in this country already. We've long been under war. We think of war.
I pulled a card for today called Stand Your Ground.
My intuition was probably telling me that bad things are going to happen because I just couldn't sleep all night.
I know a lot of astrologers are seeing a negative outcome.
I was meditating yesterday and my astral projection brought me, of all places, to a nuclear reactor.
Instead of our usual channeled message from Spirit today, we are going to align with a channeled prayer for Eastern Europe.
Of the day that I picked to do a reading on is the Ukraine invasion. So if you're curious about, hey, what's going on with Ukraine and Russia? What's happening here? What's this cat and mouse game that they're being played? Please hop on over to the blog and I get way more into detail about that, or check me out on my YouTube channel.
But the one thing you're never going to see the channelers actually manage to channel, no matter what divine source they tap into, you'll never see them come up with the cure for the common cold, the cure for cancer, the cure for anything. You'll never see them come up with suggestions for alternate energy forms, solving the world's problems, the problems of economic imbalance. In fact, the only thing you'll ever see them channel is absolute self-indulgent, narcissistic, self-important, pious nonsense. And then, of course, we have the empaths. The empaths, for those unfamiliar, are what young people in their 20s who discover they have emotions. That's what they now call themselves. Oh my goodness, I have an emotion. I have an emotion that's relative to something outside of my body. It's called empathy. I'm an empath.
You just triggered my fight or flight response. And I am a flightless bird.
Now, I think what catches my attention about all of this, and it's not just this, it's what I see in the alphabet therapies generally, is the difficulty people appear to have in differentiating between imagination, external reality. Oh yeah, imagination, external reality, and my experience thereof. And the reality testing people have seems to be pretty poor. Where we have people who experience emotions, therefore they must be an empath. They have imagination, therefore they have insight into the universe. Maybe they do. I suspect they probably don't any more than anybody else. Where identity politics and progressive woke politics has taken hold of popular psychology, and let's just face little detail here, this is something propagated by the media. Any nut job that comes out with blue hair, a facial piercing, and a strong opinion tends to get a platform in popular media. Somebody makes a proclamation about a pronoun that this is the thing, the media report that, and people then go, oh, is that a thing now? No, it was just one idiot stating a thing, and then repeated by the media. Now what we've got going on is people having difficulty differentiating between what is real and what is just a fiction presented as reality. And I see this happening more and more. Now, this could be nothing more than I'm getting old. I mean, I make that little oof noise when I get out of a chair. I pull my back when I sneeze. Yes, I'm getting old. And I'm turning into the older generation. I listen to the music. I've never heard it before. I don't know the bands. I don't know the words. Who are these bands? But is the world getting madder? Is it just me getting older? Or does the internet actually facilitate the opportunity for the nutters to actually spread their madness? The problem with this, the net unleashing of the madness through mass media, then starts to normalize it. There was a time, like in the first video of this series that I put up with the lady making the strange noises, that anyone behaving like that would have been marginalized, categorized, and probably medicated. But now, because we try to have equity and equality, we don't like to be prejudiced against individuals. That's a good thing coming from a good place. But the law of unintended consequences means we now normalize that which is abnormal. Without a baseline for reality, how is anyone growing up to know what is real and what is not real, when it is our generation of people, have completely eroded the benchmark, the baseline, whatever other the phrase is, what is normal? We're not allowed to have a normal anymore because we must celebrate every aspect of diversity. Now, celebrating diversity is our strength, has positive merit. It comes from a good place with positive intention. But of course, like everything, the nut brigade, the extremists, the narcissists hijack everything. What I believe I am seeing on TikTok, now bearing in mind, this is only day 3 of my journey into the TikTok experience, is that we have successfully, as a generation, eroded the concept of what is normal, what is real. There is no baseline to measure against. And without a baseline, everything now is regarded as normal and real.